Listen to me carefully. This is not a soft lesson. This is not comfort talk. This is not romance movie nonsense. This is survival knowledge for a man who wants to keep his spine straight and his mind clean. Because when a woman withholds clarity, when she keeps things vague, when she dodges straight answers, when she leaves you hanging in uncertainty, she is not confused. She is not figuring things out. She knows exactly what she's doing. And what she's doing is watching you, measuring you, testing whether you can sit in discomfort without folding. Most men can't. That's why most men lose. The moment you start chasing clarity, you've already stepped into her frame. You think you're being mature. You think you're communicating. You think you're solving something. But in reality, you're signaling weakness. You're telling her that uncertainty rattles you, that silence gets under your skin, that you need reassurance to feel steady. And once she sees that, the dynamic shifts. Power doesn't announce itself. Power is felt. And the man who seeks answers from someone who benefits from withholding them is already handing over control. See, clarity is not something you beg for. Clarity is something you observe. You don't ask someone who's playing games to explain the rules. You watch how they move. You watch what they do, not what they say. When she withholds clarity, she's inviting you into a maze. And the mistake men make is thinking the exit is at the center. It's not. The exit is refusing to enter the maze at all. Most men panic when clarity disappears. Their thoughts spiral. They replay conversations. They reread messages. They look for hidden meanings. They start drafting paragraphs in their head. They want to talk things through. They want closure. They want certainty. And that hunger shows. That hunger is loud. You might think you're being calm on the outside, but inside you're vibrating with need. Women feel that. They don't need you to say it. They sense in your energy, your timing, your tone, your urgency. And once they feel it, the respect starts slipping. Let me break it down raw. When someone withholds clarity, there are only a few reasons. 1, they enjoy the control. 2, they're keeping options open. 3, they want to see how much you'll tolerate. 4, they want you emotionally invested while they stay emotionally free. None of those reasons benefit you. Not one. So why would you chase answers from someone whose advantage depends on your confusion? A man with self-respect doesn't interrogate. He doesn't plead. He doesn't demand explanations from someone who's deliberately being unclear. He doesn't say, just tell me what's going on. He doesn't say, where do we stand? Because the moment you have to ask where you stand, you're already not standing in a strong position. Here's the part most men don't want to hear. Clarity withheld is clarity given. If someone wanted you to know where you stand, you'd know. If someone wanted you to feel secure, you would. If someone wanted alignment, there would be alignment. Confusion is not an accident. Confusion is a strategy. And the strongest move in the face of strategy is not confrontation. It's indifference, silence, detachment, observation. When you don't seek answers, you flip the script. Suddenly, she's the one wondering. Suddenly, she's the one watching. Suddenly, the uncertainty is no longer yours to carry. And that shift is powerful. Men lose themselves trying to decode mixed signals. They turn into analysts instead of leaders. They start moving reactively instead of deliberately. They let their mood depend on someone else's behavior. That's not strength. That's surrender. A man who is solid doesn't need clarity from outside to stay centered. He creates clarity internally. He knows his standards. He knows his direction. And anyone who doesn't align with that either adjusts or fades out. When you seek answers, you validate the game. You tell her the confusion is working. You confirm that the leverage is effective. You reward the behavior you should be neutralizing. Think about that. Every time you ask for clarity, you're reinforcing the very thing that's bothering you. You're teaching her that vagueness gets attention, that distance gets pursuit, that silence gets reaction, that a disciplined man doesn't react. He responds. And sometimes the response is no response at all. Let me make this clear. Not seeking answers doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect. It means you don't negotiate your self-worth. It means you don't chase someone who's intentionally withholding. It means you observe and adjust your investment accordingly. If clarity disappears, your effort disappears. Not as punishment, not as manipulation, as alignment. As self-respect, the street rule applies here too. Never ask someone who's robbing you why they're doing it. You stop engaging. You secure your position. You move smarter. Emotional clarity works the same way. If someone benefits from keeping you unsure, they're not going to suddenly become honest because you asked nicely. Men who master this don't argue. They don't explain. They don't over-communicate. They simply shift their energy. They become less available, less invested, less reactive. And that shift speaks louder than any paragraph you could send. Here's another truth. When you stop seeking answers, people reveal themselves. Some step up, some step away. Either outcome gives you clarity without you ever asking for it. That's the irony. The clarity you were chasing comes when you stop chasing that a woman who respects you will not play games with your peace. A woman who values you will not keep you in the dark. A woman who's serious will be clear without being asked. Anything else is noise. And let's talk about ego for a second. A lot of men chase clarity because they want to feel chosen. They want confirmation. They want reassurance that they matter. But real confidence doesn't need external validation. A man who knows his value doesn't wait for someone else to define it. He moves as if it's already understood that if she withholds clarity and you stay grounded, something interesting happens. She either respects you more or removes herself. Both are wins. Because respect brings alignment, and removal brings freedom. What you lose is uncertainty. What you gain is peace. Most men fear silence. They fear not knowing. They fear losing access. They fear walking away without answers. But strength is being okay without closure. Strength is being able to say, if you're unclear, I don't need to be involved. Strength is choosing yourself without making a scene. Let me say this slow. You don't need to win the conversation. You need to win your self-respect. Clarity is not a gift someone gives you. It's a standard you live by. If someone can't meet it, you don't beg them to. You leave them behind. When you stop seeking answers, you stop bleeding energy. You stop feeding anxiety. You stop playing defense. You take your power back quietly. And quiet power is the most dangerous kind, that a man who can sit in uncertainty without collapsing is rare. That rarity is felt. It changes how people treat you. It changes the dynamics of every interaction. Because people know they can't control you with confusion, you don't announce this mindset. You don't threaten. You don't say, I won't tolerate this. You just act accordingly. You pull back. You refocus. You invest elsewhere. You stay calm. And that calm drives people crazy because it can't be manipulated. Remember this. The one who cares less controls the frame. And caring less doesn't mean being cold. It means being centered. It means your life, your purpose, your direction don't pause because someone else is being unclear. When clarity is withheld, do not seek answers. Seek alignment. Seek consistency. Seek peace. And if it's not there, keep moving. Most men stay stuck because they're addicted to hope. Hope that things will make sense. Hope that one more talk will fix it. Hope that clarity is coming. But hope without action is a trap. Action is choosing yourself. You're not here to decode anyone. You are here to build yourself. Anyone who wants to walk beside you will walk clearly. Anyone who doesn't will fade into the background where they belong. And once you internalize this, your whole energy changes. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. You stop asking. You start observing. You start choosing. And that's when you become untouchable. Now, before you go, understand this. Channels like this exist for men who are tired of being confused, tired of being played, tired of losing themselves trying to keep someone else comfortable. If this message hit you, if it sharpened your mind, even a little, then show that you're serious. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. This is real talk. No fluff. No lies. Just lessons that keep you sharp, disciplined, and respected. Stay solid. Stay dangerous in your calm. And remember, never seek answers from someone who benefits from your confusion.